Hitler and the Holocaust: the power and perdition of the Nazi regime. Welcome, viewers, to a journey through the darkest pages of human history. Prepare yourselves to delve into the world of Adolf Hitler and witness the horrors of the Holocaust in a video that will unveil the power and perdition of the Nazi regime. This is not merely a plunge into history, it is a reflection on the dangers of extremism and intolerance, something more relevant than ever in today's times. Before we begin, I ask that you leave your like and subscribe to the channel to follow every detail of this crucial story. Understanding the past is essential for us to build a better future. By comprehending the events that led to the Holocaust, we can learn from the mistakes of the past and become stronger advocates for peace, justice, and equality. Don't miss any moment of this profound and impactful analysis, as every detail is vital to understanding the complexity of this dark chapter of humanity. We are about to embark on a historic journey that will challenge us, move us, and inspire us to never forget. Adolf Hitler, the leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, known as the Nazi Party, played a significant role in world history during the interwar period. Born in 1889 in Braunau am Inn, a town on the border between Austria and Germany, Hitler witnessed and actively participated in World War I, where he served as a soldier in the German army. His experience in the conflict had a profound impact on his political and ideological views. Fervent nationalism and belief in the superiority of the Aryan race were fundamental elements that shaped Hitler's extremist convictions. The narrative of the injustice of the Treaty of Versailles, which imposed heavy sanctions on Germany after World War I, fueled resentment and the need to restore the glory and greatness of the German nation. Hitler channeled these feelings of discontent and revenge into his political rhetoric, building a movement that promised to restore Germany's greatness and purify society from influences considered harmful. The historical context and Hitler's personal experiences during World War I were crucial factors that contributed to his rise to power. Adolf Hitler emerged as a prominent figure in German politics following the economic and social collapse that followed World War I. Exploiting popular dissatisfaction and political instability, he skillfully manipulated the weaknesses of the Weimar Republic, promising to make Germany great again. The combination of his rhetorical skills with his personal charisma and fiery speeches, coupled with effective propaganda, allowed him to build a mass political movement around the Nazi Party.
Wir wollen, dass dieses Volk eins nicht verweichlicht wird, sondern dass es Fahrzeug kann. Und ihr müsst euch in der Jugend dafür schälen. Ihr müsst lernen, Entbehrungen auf euch zu nehmen, ohne jeweils zusammenzubrechen. Denn was wir auch heute schaffen, und was wir tun, wir werden vergehen, aber in euch wird Deutschland weiterleben. Und wenn von uns nicht mehr möglich sein wird, dann werden wir die Fahne, die wir einst aus dem Nichts hochgezogen haben, in euren Fäusten halten müssen.
Culminating in his appointment as Chancellor in 1933. Upon assuming the role of Chancellor, Adolf Hitler quickly consolidated his control over the German state, instituting an authoritarian regime that suppressed any form of political opposition. Under the leadership of the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, or Nazi Party, a series of discriminatory measures were enacted against ethnic minorities, notably the Jewish population. These discriminatory policies culminated in one of the darkest episodes in world history, the Holocaust. Hitler's Nazi ideology was based on concepts of racial superiority and extreme nationalism. He promoted a vision of an ethnically and racially pure Germany, where Aryans were considered superior to other races. Anti-Semitism was a central component of this ideology, with Jews portrayed as enemies of the German nation. Hitler and the Nazi Party also propagated an expansionist vision, seeking German territorial expansion to create living space, Lebensraum, for the German people. Hitler played a key role in formulating and implementing the genocidal policies of the Nazi regime. He was the chief architect behind the final solution, which aimed for the complete annihilation of European Jews. His autocratic leadership and direct orders were crucial in organizing and executing the Holocaust, with state organs, including the Schutzstaffel, SS, a paramilitary and security organization established by Adolf Hitler and led by Heinrich Himmler during the Nazi regime in Germany, tasked with implementing his genocidal policies. Hitler's personality was characterized by authoritarian traits, narcissism, and a distorted sense of grandiosity. He was highly charismatic and possessed a unique ability to manipulate the masses through his fervent speeches and persuasive rhetoric.
Und ihr müsst euch in den Gehorsam üben. Wir wollen, dass dieses Volk ein friedliebes und aber auch tapfer ist. Und ihr müsst friedfertig sein.
His ideological stubbornness and fanatical belief in Aryan superiority fueled his determination to pursue extreme policies, including the Holocaust, without showing remorse or empathy for the victims. During World War II, the Nazis implemented a policy of genocide aimed at the systematic annihilation of European Jews, as well as other communities deemed undesirable by the regime. One of the most sinister characteristics of this period was the establishment of concentration and extermination camps throughout occupied Europe. These camps, such as Auschwitz-Birkenau, Treblinka, and Dachau, became symbols of the terror and inhumanity perpetrated by the Nazi regime. In the concentration camps, prisoners were subjected to inhumane conditions, including overcrowding, forced labor, hunger, and disease. Many were subjected to inhumane and cruel medical experiments. Furthermore, mass extermination primarily occurred in extermination camps, where gas chambers were used to systematically murder a large number of people in a short period. Groups of people were brought to these locations, and the doors were tightly sealed. Poisonous gas was then released inside these chambers, leading to the asphyxiation and death of the victims. After mass murder, the bodies were removed from the chambers and taken to crematoria, where they were burned to destroy all evidence of the crime. This method was used in various Nazi concentration camps as part of the implementation of the final solution. The smell of burning and the resulting ashes became silent witnesses to Nazi brutality. The Holocaust resulted in the death of approximately 6 million Jews, a number that is difficult to comprehend in its enormity. In addition to Jews, millions of other ethnic, religious, and political groups were targeted by the genocidal policies of the Nazis. These victims included Roma, Poles, Soviets, homosexuals, physically and mentally disabled individuals, among others. The Holocaust represents not only the tragedy of a people but also an assault on humanity and a violation of fundamental principles of dignity and equality. The memory of these horrific events continues to remind us of the urgent need to promote tolerance, compassion, and justice in our world. The horrors of the Holocaust and the brutality of the Nazi regime have left an indelible legacy on world history, marking one of the darkest chapters of humanity. The memory of the victims and the accounts of survivors serve as crucial reminders of the dangers of extremism, racial hatred, and the devastating consequences of power concentrated in the hands of authoritarian leaders.
After 3 days traveling, we arrived to Auschwitz. We came there to Auschwitz. It was like a nightmare. We were tired, hungry, thirsty. The children were crying, the little ones are crying. They start to separate us. The girls went one way, and the father with my went with my little brother I had, and they took us to a place where they cut our hair, took off our clothing. They gave us to wear just like schmatters, no shoes. They took away the shoes. One sister was married and she had a baby, and my mother took away the baby. She was holding the baby, and that sister came with me and another sister. And we said goodbye to Mommy, and we kissed them, and I never saw them again.
I'm a child survivor of the Holocaust. The most important thing was to keep something from home when things were still good. And that was my doll. Very, very important to have these artifacts to show the world, yes, it happened.
The legacy of the Holocaust continues to inspire global efforts to promote tolerance, justice, and the preservation of fundamental human rights. The regime led by Adolf Hitler during World War II left a profound and lasting impact on world history, leaving scars that remain indelible in the global conscience. The brutality of the acts committed by the Nazi regime shocked the world, revealing the extreme reach of human evil and its capacity to inflict unimaginable suffering. Despite the fall of the Third Reich in 1945, with Germany's defeat in the war, the name of Adolf Hitler continues to be associated with tyranny, genocide, and barbarism. His legacy serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of extremism, hatred, and intolerance. The horrors of the Holocaust, the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews and millions of other victims, remain as testimony to the devastating consequences of totalitarian ideologies. Hitler's name has also become a warning symbol, calling for vigilance against ideologies that seek to deny the humanity of other human beings. The need to defend fundamental human rights and promote tolerance and mutual understanding is emphasized by the dark legacy left by the Nazi regime. In a world marked by conflicts and divisions, the memory of past horrors serves as a continuous reminder of the importance of vigilance against the resurgence of extremist ideologies and the need to work towards a future based on peace, justice, and respect for the dignity of all human beings. Thank you for watching this video until the end and for committing to understand a crucial part of world history. By sharing this content with others, you are contributing to keeping alive the memory of the Holocaust victims and raising awareness about the dangers of extremism and intolerance. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss the next ones and watch the other videos that you will surely enjoy as well. Keep exploring and learning. Together, we can make a difference.